Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I bring you the long-awaited journaling video. Something about me is that I'm quite a sentimental person and I think and feel a lot of things. So journaling has become a huge part of my life and a bit of an emotional and expressive outlet as well for me. And I thought I would share with you guys my little guide for how I journal, what to journal about, how to stay motivated. So let's get straight into it with what I use to journal. This is my journal of choice for this year. It's a Hobonichi Weeks planner. I love this because it's such a great size. I like that it's not too big. It doesn't feel as daunting to have to fill up the page. It's also really portable. I love carrying this around with me. If you guys have watched my what's in my bag video, you know that this fits really nicely in my bag. I have it in the navy version and I also have this plastic sleeve over the top which just protects the journal. And this sleeve also allows for a pen to be brought around as well, which is so handy. And then I can put any like unused stickers on the inside. I also have this little attachment here, which by the way, everything will be linked in the description below. And this basically just sticks in the little flap here in your Hobonichi cover, and it basically can help hold the journal shut. But my journal is getting really fat, so I started using this elastic, which is actually from MINKYS Christmas packaging, and I like that it keeps the whole entire thing shut, which is perfect, especially when it's inside my bag. I almost forgot to mention, I also have a cute little friend on my journal. This is a little Cupie. It's supposed to be a matcha soft serve. I just punched a hole into the cover and put this on, and it's so cute. I love my Hobonichi Weeks. I really appreciate the way the journal is set up. It starts off with a year overview, and then you have your different months, which I actually have yet to figure out what I'm gonna put on these pages. And then you also have your monthly overviews, and then we have the planner itself for each week. So it's broken down for the week, and then there's empty page here that you can fill out, do your little reflections, or even just like make all pretty, which I really love. Then at the back you have a notes section, and that just has a bunch of plain pages which you can do longer diary entries in. You can do your favorite movies or different show reflections, junk journaling, and I'll go through the different types of journaling that I like to do. And then at the end it also has some random little stuff here. So you have like favorites, my 100, which I'm gonna put different shows that I've watched this year. And then these are just, I don't know, it's just funny little illustrations which kind of fill up the journal, which is quite nice. You can get this Hobonichi journal from a variety of places. I'll link a few places in Australia below, as well as for the US and the UK. But I actually got my Hobonichi journal straight from the Hobonichi website, which is obviously based in Japan. This journal is a little bit pricey, but honestly, I think it's so worth the price. But if you're a little bit low on cash or you can't really justify spending that much on a journal, I will also link a really similar dupe in the description, which is the Kinbor journal. And it's almost exactly the same as the Hobonichi, and it's a fraction of the cost. So I'll link that below. So what else do I use to journal? This pen here is one of my favorites. My dad bought it for me, and I was like, I'm married to my Muji pens. I don't need this. But I kind of like this more than the Muji pen because the ink is just so dark and it's very smooth to write with. Another thing I love for journaling is this printer right here. This is the Sprocket printer from HP. It's really easy to use. It just connects to an app on your phone. You can make a little collage, or you can even print like a singular picture itself, and then it prints right out. It uses thermal paper, I believe. So it doesn't actually use actual ink, but it's really handy. It's also quite lightweight. So if you wanted to take this journaling outside, like if you're gonna go to a cafe or whatnot, this is so easy to take around and print stuff on the go. These sticker books, these are incredible, really great quality stickers, and there is an abundance of them. Look at how many. And I think the key to not feeling like a sense of scarcity is to just have a ton of stickers that are quite affordable as well, so you don't feel as bad to use them. I know for me personally, I'm the type of person where if I have a sticker sheet, like I think I still have sticker sheets from back when I was a kid, because I was that kid who would just never use up stuff because I didn't want to ruin it or I didn't want to use it up. I've really gotten to training myself into just, you know, using the stuff that I have, and I'm really happy because now I'm not afraid to just stick a bunch of stickers into my journal entries. So these are also cheap. They're literally like $10 AUD, which is like what, like about $5-6 USD. And look at how beautiful they are. Like this has like a glitter on there, and then you also have your matte stickers as well. They're really good quality and they're so cheap. So I have 3 different versions. This is also something that I would really highly recommend, especially if you enjoy junk journaling. This is like a double-sided tape. It kind of looks like a whiteout, but basically you just, you know, you use it like a whiteout, but it just dispenses double-sided tape. Washi tape is definitely something that is really fun to use. I have these ones that have cute little patterns on them, and even just like, you know, little loose stickers as well. These are always fun. Other things I like to use, you know, different scraps and stuff, different business cards. And sometimes when you order from places, they even give you like free stickers, or different clothing tags are quite beautiful. I like to use those too. And then I also have my little pencil case, and in the pencil case, I really enjoy Mildliners. They are very light highlighters. So here they are. I can't remember which set I got. I will link it in the description. This whiteout, it's a cream tape and it's so tiny, it's so cute. But this cream tape actually blends in perfectly with the Hobonichi Weeks paper color. Honestly, sometimes whiteout just looks so ugly. So a cream tape is a lot more discreet. Sometimes I like to do little sketches in my journal. So I like to do it in pencil first. This is a Muji mechanical pencil in 0.5 mm. Of course, my favorite, Muji 0.5 black. And I like the clicky pen because it's just so much easier. This is also a bit random, but it's so useful. Actually, I use it every time I journal, and it's a tweezer. This is so perfect for stickers. Sometimes it's hard to like really see where exactly on the page you're sticking, or sometimes it's hard to separate the backing from the sticker, and this gets the job done. Okay, those are the main things I use to journal. Now let's do a couple of spreads together. There are different ways to journal. I, of course, enjoy, you know, your traditional journaling where you journal down your thoughts, what you're thinking, events that have happened. And yeah, it honestly just, it makes you appreciate how far you've come, or even just look back and remember what has happened in the past, which I think can oftentimes even make you feel very blessed to be where you are. So I have, you know, my long journal spreads where I've just been like it's a verbal vomit, like I'm just writing. I also mentioned earlier that I quite enjoy junk journaling, and that's something that I recently got into. I think it's also nice because you look back and you remember, oh yeah, these are certain things that, you know, I collected during that year, and it just, yeah, it's like a little memento. I also finally finished watching Nana, which is a show I've been trying to watch ever since I was like 10. But I think I couldn't really appreciate the show until now, since now I'm in my early 20s, and I think now it's just more relatable, because I think 10-year-old me didn't have the attention span to truly appreciate Nana's storyline. But I decided to do a little journal entry on that, and like I said, I enjoy sketching as well, so I drew a little sheen here, and then we have the different stickers as well. Bear with me as I blur a lot of these stuff out, because obviously some of this is quite personal. I also did a bit of like a 2025 spread as well at the start of my notes area. And actually a lot of the stickers I use, I print out myself, because sometimes, you know, you find different things on Pinterest and you're like, oh, I want to put this in my journal. But obviously I don't think actual sticker books of these kind of pictures and stuff exist. Or maybe they do, but they're quite expensive. So, you know, just print them out yourself. It's really easy. Just get some sticker paper online, just assemble it on Canva, print it out, cut it out, and boom! I'm definitely gonna add to it as the year goes on, but this is how it's looking like for now, and I love it. I also love to do monthly recaps. So what I tend to do is I print out on Canva different images that are relevant for that specific day, cut it out, and then of course make everything all pretty. At a glance, you can just easily see what has happened that month, and it looks very aesthetically pleasing to me. So general advice with journaling, I for one am 100% guilty of buying different journals and notebooks and being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fill this out every day. And then the year passed and I look through this journal and it's more than half empty. But then the next year comes around and I'm like, oh, it's okay, it'll be different. Let me just buy a new journal and start new, and then maybe I will, you know, commit to it, and then I and then I don't. But I'm actually so proud of myself. I've been committing to this. And I think the way that it's been making it easy for me to actually get into the routine of filling out this journal is, number one, the size. It's not as daunting. Number two, I don't feel as pressured to have to write every day because there's not that many pages in here. And also because it has that planner format, you kind of just put in what you're going to be doing that day rather than like reflecting every day. I mean, of course you can do that in this section here, but I find just doing like once a week, writing like a weekly reflection or writing about maybe like a really important event that happened that week, just doing that has made journaling a lot more manageable and actually fun rather than something that feels like a chore. Okay guys, that is my guide to journaling. Last piece of advice, try have fun. Journaling also doesn't have to be super deep and super retrospective. It can also be just, you know, just recounting what you did that day, even if it's just, you know, vegging out or different show you watched or something you did with your friends. I think it's just something, a little handwritten memento of a certain time in your life. And I think, you know, when I look back on this journal in a few years time from now, or even, you know, if I have kids and they get to read through, you know, what my life was like when I was their age, I think I'm going to really appreciate that I took the time to journal. Time is so fleeting, so I want to remember the life that I've lived. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Pause. If you guys want to see more of me, feel free to check me out on my Instagram and on my TikTok. Both are at Esther Days. I have so many more fun videos planned, so stay tuned. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!